Family, you are tuned in to Real Labs Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. My name is Ken Miller in the big chat tonight. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. It is Tuesday night, December 12th, and we appreciate you guys so much, man. Make sure you go out there and follow us, like us, and all that, so you keep hearing all this funny. Join the virtual studio of my comedy brothers. I'm going to start out with the big dog himself, Mr. James John. What up, brother?
Hey, bro, my name is James John, aka the former host of the Lowdown because it got canceled.
Formerly known as, Joe. Because you didn't take your last show today, was it?
No, that was the second to last show. Today we tape with your beautiful wife, LaShawn Miller from Preppy Socialite. We got to film the Christmas episode. My last episode what is today? Wednesday, was actually yesterday, where we were doing the New Year's Eve show, and that'll be it for the Lowdown, man. But I am going to be hosting a new game show that's going to be on Afro, so I'm not leaving. I'm just doing something different. So thank y'all so much, bro. It's gonna be good.
Gonna be, as the kids say, jiggy. Also in virtual studio, my dog, man, the Puerto Rican king himself, Mr. Miguel Colon Jr. What's up, brother?
What up, man? James, you reverse Steve Harvey. You got you only got one TV show.
That's funny. That's funny, man. I'm losing them left and right, bro. I'm losing them.
Hey, that is true. You are Steve Harvey, his talk show, a game show. Yeah. Oh, you there?
That's it, brother.
Yeah,
you
man.
there, bro? Now all you gotta do is I was gonna say
something
crazy.
I
was gonna say, but
bro, I was gonna say I am not what Steve Harvey is. My bank account would disagree. Okay, yeah.
You Steve Hardley.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even have a mustache, man. What's going on?
I don't, man.
His hair down here. His
hair down here, man. Right here.
Before we get to our guest, man, we do got our other homeboy here from Jeff Kaufman from Kaufman and Lynn. I'm waiting for somebody to pop it up. Attorneys Kaufman and Lynn, they have been fighting and winning for the people of Orlando for more than 20 years. For more information, go to whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546, or if you're black, 546. Jeff Kaufman, how you doing? Welcome back, my brother.
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Yeah, how was that? Jeff just took his whole office out on
whole office, 40 people.
How was it, bro?
Yeah, it was cool. We did one of those boats out of Port Canaveral, had a good time. It's funny because they have comedians on the boat, and believe it or not, those rooms are tough to get into. You get 400 or 500 people. I don't know what it is, but I think when you're on a cruise, you go, I need to laugh because this was expensive.
Yeah, we got a lot of friends of ours who perform on those. Did you get to check that show out?
No, I was too busy drinking.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
You get those drink packages and you got to finish them. You're like, it's a goal. I got to drink at least $80 worth.
I was digging through the crates, and I happened to find an old interview with you talking about the Casey Anthony case. And let me tell you, Jeff, your hair was business in the front and party in the back. My man had a beaver tail.
Like, that was the Ben Franklin, man.
Yeah,
the Ben Franklin. That's funny.
I was rocking the Ben Franklin back then because my daughter, when she was little, she had really curly hair, and she was like, "Who do I look like?" I said, "You look like me." She goes, "Your hair don't look like mine." I said, "If I grow it out, it will." So before she got to like 6, I had to keep growing it out, and I had to like bunch it all up so you couldn't see it. But when it came out, it was like little pieces like bowing out in different directions.
I'm superstitious.
It was like a mullet, but it was really a Ben Franklin.
Jeff, I'm superstitious. If you were my lawyer and I hired you with the mullet and you showed up with your haircut, I'd be like, no. You're gonna throw off the playoffs here. You're gonna throw off the playoffs here. I want you in the same suit I hired you in with the same hair.
Hey, how'd you see the Casey Anthony case? Where'd that come from,
bro?
Honest to God, I was going through some stuff about the Casey Anthony case, and it came up on. I mean, I don't know if the algorithm follows because I know you and I've used your name on searches, but I went onto YouTube, I went onto videos on Google, the Casey Anthony case, and then because I was like, was she really that hot? I was trying to remember. She was good though.
Yeah,
she was good.
Yeah.
But
was I right? Did you listen to the interview? Was I right?
Yeah. And I mean,
what she would get, everyone was like, "Oh no, she's going to get this." I said, "She's going to walk completely, but she's going to pay for those checks." Yeah, and everyone's telling me he's wrong, and that's exactly what happened.
No, when I saw that hair, I was like, "My man knows."
You know,
He got that founding father's hair. He knows. Quill Pen sitting there like everyone's free except for, you know. America.
Yeah. So we also got a guest kicking it with us tonight, man. One of our comedy brothers, man. Love this kid to death. He's currently running the comedy show here in Orlando called Don't Tell Comedy. Has a web show called Get Good, starring me. Okay, I was only on for a minute. Funny comedian. You know him from TikTok, YouTube, all that.
Twitch.
Our baby brother, Twitch. Baby, I can't say little brother because he muscular as hell. Jake Ricca in the building.
Come on, man.
Jake?
Come on, man.
I like the claps. That's fun. My favorite part about that was that mullets are just rich people call them Ben Franklins. I had no idea that's what they were. That's
really what am I in a trailer? This is called a founding father.
This is
baby.
a Ben Franklin gosh darn.
Hey,
funny, man. Real quick, one time for Ben Franklin right here. One time.
Oh no, Jake, stop.
Bro. I do declare.
Y'all want to see my hog? Bro?
Yeah. How you been, Jake?
I'm good, man. Just setting up a bunch more shows and just doing comedy as much as possible and starting to make more sketches too.
Cool. Hey, talk to the people about Don't Tell. Even though you're not supposed to tell, but talk about it. Talk about how did you even get to being the guy to running Don't Tell here? Because Don't Tell is all over the US, right?
Yeah, Don't Tell is, in my opinion, like the fastest growing and one of the best like ways to produce comedy or just comedy shows to go to in general. The way I got into it was we had one of their producers from Columbus, Ohio, came through and did my other room in the Milk District. And I just asked him, I was like, yo, we don't have we don't have a Don't Tell down here. How do we get it? And he just put me in an email thread with the owner of it. I hopped on a Zoom call with him and I just pitched him and told him like what we do, my experience. We did a show. It went well. And now we're having at least 2 to 3 of them a month.
Jake,
like this
tell
month,
them the difference between a Don't Tell show and what we're used to from comedy shows.
A Don't Tell comedy show, every single person has paid to be there and the crowds are hot. Literally, I've hosted these shows and gone first and I've gotten applause breaks like right off rip.
But what's the difference in the structure? Because Don't Tell has a structure that's different than your regular comedy show. So regularly, yeah.
Yep. Okay, yeah. I appreciate you helping me guide this pitch.
No, I gotta walk you through, baby. Everybody, I know you kids. I got that fangled internet, but here at the real radio, the Major Leagues, baby.
Major Leagues helping with the sales over here.
Yeah.
That's nice.
There you go.
Yeah. So basically, Don't Tell. It's in the name. It's a secret. It's basically a pop-up comedy show at a random location that you wouldn't expect a comedy show to be at. We've done them at shoe stores, photo studios. We have one at a BMX shop coming up. And the secret is you buy, let's say it's in downtown Orlando. You just know I'm buying a ticket to go see a comedy show in downtown Orlando. Day of the show, you'll get an email. It's at this location and it's BYOB. So you can bring your own beer. So people are showing up with coolers or showing up with punch, showing up with 6-packs, everything.
We were just talking about Casey Anthony. I thought you meant bring your own baby. Like, damn, y'all get down.
It's LYOB, leave your own baby.
Y'all get down.
Yeah, but it's good, man. They're really good. They're just like I think it was Miguel or Ken just said, they're everywhere. They're all over the United States. If you just look up Don't Tell comedy on YouTube or just type it in on Google, you'll see they'll pop up, and it's some of the best audiences I've ever worked with. The people that come out to those shows, they love comedy. And from our very first show, we had people going, dude, I didn't know we had this down here. I see this every time I'm traveling. I always look for Don't Tell. So they're popping up everywhere, man. And Orlando's got them going at least 2 to 4 times a month. Sometimes even more.
That's dope. So I know ours are just regular comedy shows, and so they also have Don't Tell comedy specials.
Yeah. So if you look up like if you were to go to YouTube and look up just Don't Tell comedy, they'll do these like 10-15 minute specials for up and coming comedians. And a lot of them have like popped off. Like some people have gotten to do Fallon because of it.
Man.
Barbosa
blew up from his.
Yeah, before he had his HBO, it popped off on Don't Tell.
Yeah.
And the thing about these Don't Tell special guys is they're highly produced 10 to 15 minute specials. So it gives a comic who may be featuring like right now a chance to blow up. But I'm going to tell you what I've noticed with comedy, especially seeing things like Kill Tony, going out there and checking that out. Don't Tell. The idea of you needing to have an hour headlining special to blow up is done. Those days are done.
Man.
You can get your hour headlining special for your Netflix or for your HBO, but if you do a highly produced Don't Tell, you're on Kill Tony doing a minute a week. You do a dry bar special. This is what audiences really want now, because like people just don't want to sit and watch an hour of somebody they're not sure of. Now, by the time they know who you are, if you're Matt Rife, you can do 2 hours of just reading text messages. People are like, my man spitting. You know, because once they love you, they love you, you know?
That boy good.
But right now, man, these Don't Tell and these Dry Bar and Kill Tony specials, man.
And
really
you know what? I agree with you on that. Lunel and Earthquake, both of their specials are not an hour.
Yeah.
No.
Neither one of their specials are. I don't even think they hit 40 minutes.
Nope.
Neither one of their specials. So I just because I feel like people ain't got that attention span like we used to have, that we want to sit through something like that.
And you can't have a long special.
And
it just don't work.
Even if you're just at that feature level and you get that nice 15-minute special, if you blow up, hit the road, as long as you can do 20, 30 minutes, Jake and friends. You bring your boys on the road with you. Like, no matter what, there's a way to make it happen now. It's pretty cool.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Jake, what's your dream Don't Tell location in Orlando? So if listeners are hearing, what's your dream Don't Tell location?
Where
33rd Street, Jake, locked up in the cell. Don't tell, because we ain't snitching special.
Well, we have a place that we're already kind of we're working with the director, and I think we already got. I don't know. It's well, I want to do one in Ripley's, and one of the producers I brought on. It'd be really cool to do it there. There, and also me and my friends are talking about how Florida would it be if we did one in a gun shop.
Oh, Jake, I got you. I got you the 5 locations we're gonna get you for a Don't Tell special. Don't Tell on the trail, walking the track with the trans hookers on OBT. This one says Don't Tell, because then I'll get arrested. Yeah. Right? And it's just you guys walking. You walk down. Second most Don't Tell spot. Don't Tell, and this one is over at the DMV. And you're just sitting there while everybody's waiting because nobody in there speaks English, so they don't know if they're calling you or if this is a joke going on. Third Don't Tell, that's Super Orlando Don't Tell, at Joey Fatone's house. Because if you haven't been to Joey Fatone's house, do you really live in Orlando?
That's true.
If you don't give directions about saying, take a right at Joey Fatone's house, and when you see a Tesla and an alligator, you'll know where you are.
Fun fact, I'm at his house right now.
Are you serious?
I'm in the other room.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? Gatorland. Don't Tell at Gatorland.
That is one that we were discussing for next year too.
And then I'm gonna hook you up with this one. Tank America. Don't Tell. Tank America.
Tank America. Yes.
Yeah. I've been seeing all the videos. America, Jake, anytime I just need to crush a car, I'll call those boys up. Be like, I'm not feeling it today. Blood sugar was a little low.
Hey, Miguel, will you allow me to go out on a limb here, sir?
Yes.
I would say you need to have one at the original Don't Tell spot, the Sausage Castle, because there's a lot of married men that go there like, hey, man, don't tell.
Hey, nobody. No, man, it's all on video there. I'm like, you know what the hell, but $33 a month you can see.
What like city is that located in the South? I've been before with you, of course.
It's in Astatula.
Astatula. All right,
that's the perfect name.
Yeah, it is. Well, we gotta go to commercial break. Before I go, Don't Tell in 33rd took me out. I don't care. That took me out.
Yo, bro. Don't Tell 33rd Street. It's an episode of First 48. You just hang up there, you're like, I ain't gonna say nothing.
That one took me out, bro. We gotta go to commercial break. Don't Tell 33rd.
Hey, Jake, when we get back, will you tell us more about Get Good?
Yeah,
we're gonna talk about that when we come back. Well, we gotta go, man. For everybody that listen to us in 33rd, man, we come to do comedy there, baby.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. Real Labs, Real Radio, 104.1. We're back, Real Labs, Real Radio, 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. My name is Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. Guys, do us a favor. Go out to Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Please go follow us. Go out to our YouTube page and subscribe. You can see all these beautiful faces. And if you missed any of our shows for the past 7 years, we are in podcast format. Go to iHeart, search Real Labs, and we got you. We got you. Don't forget, this Wednesday, it is the 12th annual Ken Miller Toy Drive at the Orlando Improv. Please come through. Do me a favor. Go to improvorlando.com. Use the code word toys. You can actually get up to 12 free tickets. But just get the amount of tickets that you need. Don't get 10 tickets and come by your damn self. All right.
Don't do that. Don't
bring
do that.
a good toy.
And bring a good toy. Because Miguel brings the best toy every year, which is a bottle of Crown.
Bottle of Crown Royal for Ken. Because I'll tell him this much, man. I don't think these orphans are gonna make it. Okay, but I know you got a chance, Ken. I know you got a chance, kid.
Yo. Well, man, so make sure you come out, man. We got our sponsor, man, Kaufman and Lynn, and excited for that. And also all the tours are going to Baby DJ, Total Restoration, and Howard Phillips House for Children.
Nice,
also,
bro.
James, pop them up on the screen real quick. Real quick. And don't forget, attorneys Kaufman and Lynn, they have been fighting and winning for the people of Orlando for more than 20 years. For more information, go to whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 547 if you're black, pound 546. 546. I'm sorry, Jeff. All right, join the virtual studio.
You just got a porn site, man. That's what happened.
Yeah,
nice.
Join the virtual studio with Jake Ricca, man, from Don't Tell Comedy, Twitch, YouTube, all that stuff. Jake also has a web TV show called Get Good. I got to do a spot on there.
It's very funny.
That I'm still getting likes and hit ups from, views from, which is so dope. Jake, talk about Get Good. What made you do it? Like, what was the concept? Why I was like, man, I want to do a web series, and how is it going?
And what's the premise of the show too, so that people can understand?
All right, so basically, when the show started, it was because of COVID and quarantine. We're all stuck inside. Streaming blew up even more than it already had. Like esports became this huge thing, and I started trying to stream, and I was like, oh, I could just make a show about someone trying to do this. Everyone I talk to, every one of my friends is trying to become a streamer, or they have at least contemplated it. People, everyone that's in like their 20s, 30s, even younger, if they play video games, they're like, oh, what if I just streamed? A lot of them say it jokingly, but a lot of them are like, oh, I kind of wish I could do that. There's an interest in it. So I made a video, basically wrote down a premise, pitched it to Christoph Jean and Joe Jacks. And those are the two people that ended up writing it with me. Joe Jacks ended up directing it. And it's basically revolves around Jake, who's me. It revolves around him, who's a 30-year-old who's trying to become a streamer. His friends are supportive, but they're like, yo, get a job. Like, that's not working. What are you doing? I finally give in. I take the job. As I start my full-time job, like my adult salary job, all of my streaming, all of my videos start blowing up.
Yep.
And now I'm stuck in between, oh, I have a full-time job, and oh, this streaming dream is now, oh, damn, this is a reality. I just need to stay in long enough before the money can turn real. And it's someone juggling the back and forth of that.
I'd like to interrupt too and say I love James's black churchgoer responses to anything. Jake's talking, he goes, yep.
Hallelujah. That's right.
Hey,
preach on it.
I was waiting for him to get up and start.
Yeah. He caught the spirit.
And
so James, excuse me. So Jake, Get Good, sort of anything about it autobiographical? I mean, are you pulling from your own life, or is it just a satire?
It's because that's literally what happened to me. Over quarantine, I became part of a startup, and I started making videos on YouTube and on like TikTok and everything. And literally at the same time, our startup got funded, and my online video started blowing up. And I literally had to work like a full 60 to 80 hours a week, because it's not just like clock in, clock out. I'm literally having to like put the time in on weekends, everything, and work that company while
you're
trying
married to a startup.
Yeah.
And since this is a startup, do they ever come to you like, good news, guys? This week we've got power still. So you know.
No, this is all. No, I was one of the founders. Like, I was one of the people that started the startup.
So Jake was the one that walked in and was like, good news, we got power now.
Hey guys, you just walk in, Jake's in the office ripping copper wire from the walls. It's not going so well, guys. I'll be honest.
Luckily it's all remote, so we were chilling, and it worked out. It's good. I'm just as of now, it's been about 2-3 months, and I walked away so I can just go full time with content and just attack YouTube. And now I'm just only doing comedy.
How much content do you shoot a week?
I'm trying to get it to where I'm making 2 to 3 sketches a week minimum. I just released a sketch last week, and it blew up on Instagram and Facebook. It was one about front wiping.
Yeah, Christmas sketch.
Yeah, we saw that. Yeah.
But
which by the way, hold up real quick.
Go ahead.
Ross Patch's wife killed that.
Yeah.
Ross Patch's wife
killed that, bro.
Yeah.
There was other pieces that we ended up not using just because like we needed it to like flow. But everything was improv that she did. And there was like 2 or 3 other lines. Like we have a bit about Tostitos scoops being poop flavored because I touched them right off the top of the dome. Poop scoops, just riffed it. And I was like, fuck. Dang, I wish I put that in.
Really good. She was really, really good in
nice,
it, bro.
Man. But I was gonna say for you, Jake, when you're putting videos out, which social media app do you find works the best for you? Because it's different for every social media influencer.
It's YouTube historically for me. And for YouTube, anything gaming and stand-up does well. And now for the first time, Instagram popped off for me. So
because that body of yours, baby. I guess, let's not lie. Let's not lie here. Everybody else working hard using that sex appeal. I get it.
I get butt naked.
They got that dad bod, man.
Yeah.
This is a dad who's been having a rough time, but still.
Yeah.
He looks like he used to work out. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it's that I used to be good, and then that IED took my foot, and I got depressed bod.
Yeah, funny.
Yeah. Hey, Jeff, you had something. You raised your hand. I thought you were gonna ask him something.
No, because I know the amount of content you must be knocking out must be brutal. And it's not only what you're shooting, you got to prepare it, you got to do everything. I mean, how much stuff do you find out that you're going, wow, we shot like an hour, we get to use like 2 minutes of it?
Oh, that was what's called the sketch that we just put out, the front wipe one. We shot for 3-4 hours and it ended up being a 3-minute sketch, a little bit less than 3 minutes after we cut it all out. And Get Good, to wrap back to that was, I'm not exaggerating, like a solid like 4 full weeks of shooting, I'm sorry, more than that, 5 to 6 full weeks of shooting. Like, all right, Monday night we're meeting here, Tuesday we're meeting here, Wednesday we're meeting here, and like multiple like full 12-hour days with sprinkled in a couple like 4 to 8 hour days.
Yeah.
And I literally have an 8 terabyte and a 12 terabyte drive sitting under me full of footage that we had to sort through and organize and edit to make all
Get Good director's cut.
There you go, bro.
19 hours of Ken Miller.
It's literally a TV show.
Saying the N-word.
Yeah, that's it. Just
10 minutes of Christoph saying it.
Ken got so mad because we wrote the script and I wrote the character of like, I want Ken to be this character. How is Ken gonna talk to me? Yeah. And I just wrote, what would Ken say to me? And he gets the script and he goes, who wrote that on the paper? Who wrote the N-word?
Jeff, you pulled a Quentin Tarantino? You pulled old Tarantino?
I was like, no, I'm not saying it.
Listen, I think your character's jiving, you know?
Hey, that's true. I said you wrote it, so you had to say it.
Yeah, you guys have a table read with you and Christoph going back and forth on the speech.
Yes.
If you or Christoph had to say the N-word, who do you think would have it make it flow better? I vote for Christoph because he's a ginger, and you could rearrange those letters and make him the N-word.
Yeah,
that's funny.
We were fair. We took turns being Ken in the table read.
Everybody was like, "Can I be Ken now? Can I be Ken?"
Hey, Jake, I'm curious. So you say it's a 3-minute sketch. When you come to these sketches, what are the? Because I'm always told less than a minute, no more than this amount of time. So is there really a time frame on what a good sketch can get for views?
Great question.
A minute is always the best. Like, in all honesty, the minute version is what blew up. The 3-minute version barely got the traction. So what I do is I try to film something and make it as funny as possible. You look at it. When I originally edited it, it was like 4 or 5 minutes. Yeah, you trim the fat. I got it down to below 3. And then I was like, all right, what is the funniest 1 minute of the already trimmed down fat? And that's why I was talking about like Ross's wife who killed it. I had to cut some of her funny lines. I was like, I got to just cut fat because it's not pushing the story. I already have her funniest part in there, so we can just keep going now. But the best thing to do, just so you can keep yourself sane, is give yourself your own cut with as much that you want to keep in, and also have that 1 minute. This is just no fat, just pop, 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 pop. Like keep
so you can
going.
get it out there and people can consume it more.
Yeah.
Jake, if you were going to produce OnlyFans content, what would you produce, and what would be the name of your site?
I'd say Depressed Daddies, And that would probably be a good one.
Depressed Daddy sounds hot.
Depressed Daddies, dude. That's how it is.
I think you should call it Get Wood.
Get Wood.
There you go. There you go.
Just you gaming and beating at the same time. You're like, I just found out Metroid Chick's a girl. We're on now.
Hey, Miguel, that's like he's literally like up, down, left, right, left, right.
Oh my
I only jacked to 2 characters.
Yo, we 2 weeks on beating, bro. We can't keep talking about this. We did
Right.
beating last
You know what?
week.
Let me tell you this. Listen. You when half of America stops beating, I'll stop being the voice.
There you go.
Until then, I'm the man in black.
Hey,
You go.
real quick, Jake. We got 2 minutes before we got to go to break.
Yeah.
Just enough time for me to finish.
Giving us some advice, man. You got 4 dudes on here who don't know how to do social media
At all.
What do we have to do? Because I was doing the rants in the car and they wasn't getting the views, and I just quit. James had a funny video with the bacon.
Bro.
Remember the bacon video?
Yeah.
But we don't get the traction and we quit. What is it out there for you to tell people? Like, no, just keep going.
The best thing that you can do, this is actually advice I got from Christoph, and the best thing I've ever done when it comes to content now is just make sure that when you put it out, it's actually funny to you. No matter what, you can't really control what's going to pop up on the algorithm. I have Get Good. I've put my life into that. And there's parts of it that haven't been seen by anybody, but I make a less than 1 minute sketch where I pretend to be a janitor, and that gets 17 million views.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, if you're putting out stuff that's genuinely funny, you can at least look back and say, yeah, that's funny. Watch it though.
Amen. I like that, Jake.
If you're just trying to put stuff out and chasing trends, you'll look at some of your own content and be like, I don't even like this. Just make sure when you put it out, you can be like, it's funny. Trust me.
That's beautiful.
Watch it. That's the best way to look at it.
Okay, that's cool, man. Because
I
can't do it no more. I just can't, man. Like, I love doing the rants, and then I'm like, yo, I put all my time into this. Me and Kermit put time into editing, and it's like 300 views. I'm like, man, I ain't doing this no more. Sitting in that hot ass car.
Yeah, burn it all down. Burn it down, Ken. I'm with you, brother.
Yeah, I ain't doing this no more. But man, where can they find Get Good at, brother?
YouTube. Just go on YouTube and type in Jake Ricca, JakeRicca, and if you'll see Ken's face on there. Ken's in episode 2. Just watch episode 2 to get good. It gives you a recap of 1, and based on what everyone's told me, people like Ken's seen the most. In all honesty, you've gotten that accolade.
I had a blast, and I was hungover.
Yeah,
I was hungover like a bug.
I was on a Zoom meeting downstairs while they were filming this with my startup. They're screaming upstairs.
I love the fact Ken was a black stepdad. Hilarious.
Yeah,
no, he was a real dad. That's not
real dad. Remember,
he's real dad.
Yeah,
that's my real son. No disrespect.
Hey, there was, and then I'm not going to repeat it, but there was a joke that Ken didn't allow to be in there. That was fire, and I wish you would have kept it in there, Ken.
Yeah, because my wife was gonna kill me, bro. But we gotta take a commercial break. We'll be right back. Real Labs, Real Radio 104.1. Labs, Real Radio 104.1. Your nightcap of comedy. My name is Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. Make sure you go out and follow us on social media. Go out to Instagram and Facebook, YouTube. Subscribe. And if you want to listen to us in podcast format, make sure you go out and check us out. It was a dude the other day tagged us as his #1 podcast. On his Spotify. So he watches us.
So dope.
Shout out to the person that won the tickets for the show the other day too. That's been a long time listener. So we do truly appreciate you guys listening, man. And don't forget, this Wednesday it is the tour drive, my 12th annual tour drive, man, and the Ken Plus 10 comedy show at the Orlando Improv. ImprovOrlando.com for tickets. Use toys as the keyword. If you cannot make it, you can hit me up if you want to donate money, and we will go out and get some toys for you, man. Got James John, Miguel Colon Jr., Jeff Kaufman from the offices of Kaufman and Lynn, and Mr. Jake Ricca up in the building. The attorneys Kaufman and Lynn, they have been fighting and winning for the people of Orlando for more than 20 years. For more information, go to win-you-need-us.com or dial #546.
Do you think we couldn't afford it without the dashes?
It's supposed to be to help him read that.
Every time I see somebody with like 3 dashes in the name, I'm like, what? You couldn't like come up with a better name? You just put dashes in it to say it?
Yeah,
that's hilarious, man. Well, we got Jake on, man. We've been talking about Jake, but let's get into some crazy stuff. So I posted something this morning, and I'm just curious because we all have day jobs, right? And Jake, you have a job. Or have a job. Do you guys have a morning ritual to start your day off?
Yeah.
How so? Can you kind of explain to me what you mean?
Okay, so here's my ritual. You know, I work tech support.
Yeah.
And Jake, you've been there before. How you want to kill customers on the phone. So in the morning, I have to listen to some smooth R&B, gospel music, and a cup of coffee before I get on that phone. Because if I don't, I'm going to get fired. So I have to bring my blood pressure down. And I was telling it to my coworker today. He was like, "Yo, are you listening to gospel?" I says, "Yeah, this is my zen. Because if I don't, I'm a pop off on somebody."
Yeah.
So I was just curious. Choke somebody. So I was just curious, like, what do you have a morning? How you start your morning off at work?
Absolutely. First thing, I'm the first person to get to work, which is beautiful, by the way. Ain't nobody there asking questions. There ain't no noise.
Toilet.
Oh, you knew exactly where I was going with that. Here's what I do first. I get my stomach ready for the fresh toilet. I have a cup of black coffee, no cream, no sugar. Just black. That's right. Churning and burning. Oh my goodness.
It's the new Transformer.
Get that Dookie Prime.
It's like deglazing a hot pan with wine.
Hey, you said that thing got the matrix of leadership in it.
Yeah. James just said it's like deglazing a hot pan with wine. Oh, get it loosey goosey.
And then you go in there like this. And then if I'm fancy and I talk to my wife and she's ordered me some stuff from the grocery store, I'll have a whole thing of fresh wipes for afterwards. Come on, bro. Look at that. Look at that.
Okay.
Then I'm done.
Front to back or back to front? Jake, you want to chime in on this? Jake goes, nope, side to side.
Yeah, which is one of my favorite Jake jokes, by the way. Miguel, what's your morning? You start off your morning sausage calorie. What you got for me?
I don't really have rituals like that in the morning. That's why I wanted to know what it was. I don't, because and I'm thinking about when I've had other jobs. I really don't have morning rituals. Now, I say this: the car ride on the way to work, I will not think about anything work related.
There you go.
A car ride on my way to work, I'm like, this is me. Even when it's stressful. Now, there's been rarities when you know you're coming into hell. When you're like, oh, this is going to be hell. I got to fix this. But my only thing I would say is a ritual is, my car ride to work is me. I listen to whatever I want. I want to listen to news stories, listen to podcasts. I'll play episodes of TV shows and just listen to them. It's only got to be something I've seen before because I know with the visual in my head. But when I get to work, I don't really have a ritual. And I tell you what is something I have a ritual in the middle of the day, though. We have a lot of property out there. We've got like 40 acres of forest and 80 acres of land altogether. And we have a big track and a big lake in the middle. And so during the day, I do have a ritual of just stopping at any point during the day when I feel there's a stopping point, like a midpoint. And I do walk the track just to get away. And I usually bring one of the guys with me. And we won't talk about work. When we're walking the track, we won't talk about work. Because I work in an office. There's only 4 of us in there, in the whole office all the time. And so when we go out to walk the track, we'll talk about anything we want to talk about. But we won't talk about work. And we won't bring Mike with us. Because if we bring Mike with us, he'll stop
the talk about work.
And do stuff and everything. So just the guys, we'll be like, come on, guys, let's go. The other 2 guys I work with, like, come on, let's go for a walk. And we'll go for a walk and just walk like 4 times around the lake real just leisurely. And because where we are, there's wildlife, I get to see owls and stuff. It's a fun time.
It's just a way for you to get away.
But I do have a toilet I poop in upstairs, Prince room. Everybody got a toilet that's better than the other.
Yes. Yes, man.
Yeah.
People, y'all laughing, but it's the truth. And there's this big bathroom in the top. You know, you've been there.
I know that bathroom, the Cadillac stall.
Handicap stall.
Bro,
Yeah.
Yep.
oh, ain't nobody there, bro. It's just you alone with your bowels. That's it, man. That's like God intended.
How do you, I gotta ask a question? And I know I'm gonna interrupt the
No
talk. How do you
bowels.
guys feel about if there's an empty handicap stall and the other stalls are taken? You can take the handicap stall to Deuce, right? You don't have to wait for the other ones to open.
Yeah,
What?
Right?
Yeah, well, I do.
That's not even a thought. What?
No.
Time.
See, I had the Brad Miller fear. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Brad Miller talks about the little toilet.
Yeah.
I'm worried about the wheels, but I'm going to do it. I don't care.
What I do too, if for any reason the wheels roll up, you just when you get out, you drag your foot and hold your arm.
That's it. That's
you're just like, sorry, man. Ever since Fallujah, I'll be quick. You're like, oh, you was just born that way? Well, I guess you don't have a say. I was cool, and then I chose to defend America and get like this. So
unless you get that dude like, well, what? I was in Fallujah too. What?
That's what I hit him up with. Oh, dog, nah, man. I was a wartime correspondent for CBS.
Yeah.
You know?
Word? Because I was
Bro.
ABC.
That's funny. That's funny. I
gotta go. That's where you just run out. What's he gonna do? And then he gets out of the wheelchair and chases you. With all lies so I can poop better.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I love the handicap stall. Like, you know that theme song, the 2001 Space Odyssey?
Yeah.
I am literally holding the bars, doing an uneven routine like Olympic gymnast.
Because I feel sometimes when I'm in there, I'm like, they don't appreciate this enough. They've had this their whole life.
Bro,
to me, it's a luxury.
It is, man.
I don't fit in some normal stalls. Sometimes I have to take the handicap.
If you guys don't know, Jake Ricca, how tall are you, brother?
I'm 6'8".
6'8".
No, 6'3".
Damn.
No, I'm just very wide. Like the stalls at the Improv, I don't fit in the normal size stalls.
Oh, bro,
Jake's like 6'3". If I was to put his weight, I would use like European measurements. He's like 9 stone. You know, like
stone.
Yeah. Jake Ricca, if you guys, because you can't see him, Google him, check him out on Instagram. He is built like a lineman. He's a big, strong dude.
Yes, he is.
You could tell your family stock. Like Jake Ricca, I think you're Italian, right, Jake?
Italian, yeah.
Yeah. Back in your day, your family, you came from Roman gladiator stock.
Yeah.
Like like the Riccas were throwing goats at people and be like, "This well belongs to me." You know? What? Jake, no lie, 1,000 years ago, just being your side meant you were the leader.
Yeah.
Just being Jake's size 1,000 years ago meant, well, obviously. You know,
I was either the leader or I was hold the door. It's one of the
yeah.
And then you were just telling Jeff's people like taxes. You know,
that's funny as hell.
Yo, Kaufman, you got a morning ritual?
Yeah, see, it's all about timing for me. So everything's like the night before, everything's handled. So I do what I call mattress mathematics in the morning. You know, when that alarm goes off, I'm going, okay, it's going to go back in about 5 minutes. I need 20 minutes to do this. I need 5 to do this. I do everything, you know, like that. Remember when that guy was doing everything in the bathroom, like peeling, you know, his vegetables in the shower and everything else like that?
Bathroom's your office.
Yeah.
Everything I can do in the shower happens in the shower. I'm talking teeth brushing, shaving.
We talked about this last week. James and Ken are weird though.
Yeah, no. It's all organized and everything goes down. You know, there's no spit on the mirror. There's no nonsense.
There you go.
You got everything in the process.
That's the military in you, I think.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Well, the Army was very clear. You had to get up and take care of it and be done. It was not,
and you had to get up. Kind of thing. It wasn't no snooze. I didn't know what snooze was till I got out the military.
Bro, no.
Like you won't see me, and I promise you this: none of you have never seen me unshaven.
No,
other than when I had the the Ben Franklin hair.
Hey, first one to put a gas mask on. Kaufman's just laughing at us like y'all ain't gonna have a seal.
I'm be dead. I'm be dead, bro.
You four are gonna die on the plane when that oxygen
comes
down.
Yo,
Jake, can't get no air.
Jake, you got a ritual in the morning?
Now I'm remote right now, so I just kind of sleep as long as I can. But when I was working, I used to work and let's go over in Maitland. I used to have an office job. I used to work for Sprint, and I would be I used to every day hit up Nature's Table and get the people that worked there used to hook it up because I went to another Nature's Table. It sucked, but the people there would give me like double potatoes, everything. I'd get like a mango milkshake. If I didn't do that, I would have quit that day. I had to get it every day.
Jake, do you guys know? Do you guys know that I thought for the longest, and this is the truth, when I used to go into iHeart all the time, and I would talk to all like the sales guys and stuff. We'd always be riding the elevator down together, and one of the guys would always be like about to hit up Nature's Table. I thought he meant he was taking a dump. I didn't know it was a restaurant. So he would always be like about to hit up Nature's Table. Anybody? And I'm like, I'm good. Like, you know, like but I honest to God thought Nature's Table was like Nature's Call or something.
That's funny though.
Yeah,
I'm about to hit
funny,
Nature's Table. I'm saying that from now on. Yo, I'm about to hit Nature's Table.
What's up,
Jake? Let me ask you a question, man, because Ken talks about this all the time. People come up to him, they want his advice, but they really want his help. They don't want his advice. They just want him to help them with their careers and get them going. You know, now that things are moving for you. I mean, I know there's more for you. You're going, I want to be here, here, and here. But now you're at this level. You know, how many people just come to you and I don't want to say deserve it or don't deserve it, but how do you say, listen, you know, you try to give them advice, but they want you to carry them to the next level. What do you even try to tell them?
Joe, chill out. You'll get your chance.
Yes. Yeah, that's a compliment. As far as advice, not a lot of people ask me. Aside from like, it's usually whenever I'm on podcasts. That's whenever I get the advice, like questions. But
I would say this too, Jake. I think a lot of younger people think they might not need the advice, and old dudes are us are like, I don't want to do this TikTok, Jake.
The people, I guess we go back. I have like a small group that like I'll make sketches with, and it's usually like we're sending each other a video being like, yo, is this gonna get me flagged? Is this gonna demonetize me? Do you think this could be funnier? Do you think this joke needs to stay? And it's really just little bits like that. And it's usually a back and forth. They're not coming to Jake for all the answers. It's usually like we're shopping it around. But
that
the only
shocks me, Jake, because you are very good at what you do. I would figure people would hit you up.
People hit me up to do shows, but I'm usually booking like all the local people, all the new people. As far as like helping people or like giving advice, I usually bring my camera. And I've probably sent out in the past month 200 sets to people.
Wow.
Hey, to let you guys know too, if you're looking for a great show, tell them where you do a show every Saturday.
It's every Thursday and Saturday.
Don't correct me, boy. It's my show.
My bad.
No. Every Thursday and Saturday.
It's called Milk District Comedy. We just won Orlando's best comedy show.
It is, guys. No lie. It is one of the best comedy shows
that
you can go to. Honestly, no lie.
It's in Barley. Cool. It's if you look up Barley and Vine, it's right in the Milk District. On Instagram, Milk District Comedy. We always have people coming through that are visiting.
All right, we got to get up out of here, man. We got to run.
We're going to come support you on a Thursday, Jake.
Yeah, appreciate it. Tour drive tomorrow. I'm Ken. That's James. That's Miguel. That's Jeff Kaufman from the office of Kaufman Lynn. That's Jake Ricca. James, tell them what to do.
Take your ass to bed.
Good night.